Hey everybody, my name is SPAZ and I'm a CD junkie. On this episode of CD Junkie, I'm going to play CD Whack-A-Mole, where I take 5 random CDs off the wall and I pull them out of the box and I see them for the first time just like you see them. And I have the box, my Whack-A-Mole box right here. I mean, essentially, yes, I will turn my back and I'll put them in the box and then move over to another shelf and pull them off the shelf. But wanted to see how everybody's doing during quarantine time. I've been working from home during the day, working on a few podcasts, editing those, and doing some reviews, and just keeping myself busy, keeping distracted from all the crazy stuff that's going on. And that's why I made this video, because I wanted to keep me distracted and keep you distracted. So let's get into my box of Whack-A-Mole, CD Whack-A-Mole. And I haven't even seen part of the cover. I don't know if the covers are dark, light, whatever. I made sure of that. So I'm reaching into the box here, and the first CD I'm pulling up, you are going to see it for the first time that I am. And it is Bill Sharp and Gary Numan. Of course, Gary Numan, we all know Gary Numan from Cars and stuff. Bill Sharp is a British jazz musician, and he's from a band called Shack Attack. And they did a single together. I think it was called Change Your Mind. And that did so well that they went into the studio and they recorded a whole album. And, of course, there is it's got bonus tracks, of course. I always try to make sure that I own the CDs with bonus tracks. But Bill Sharp and Gary Numan, Automatic. It's a fun record. It's not as dark as Gary Numan's stuff, and it's not as jazz as Bill's stuff with Shack Attack. So it's a very fine collection of songs that I recommend. So let's go. CD Whack-A-Mole number 2. And it is Shoes Propeller. Everybody loves Shoes. Oh, Lord. In fact, I just did a review of Shoes, the Electrified box set. Of course, I did a video a few weeks back and showed you the box itself, but I finally did a review, and that's now up at discussionsmagazine.com. Here I'm advertising my review when I should be talking about this. Shoes is just one of the greatest American bands. They blessed us with so many great tracks. This is lots of great tracks on this. It's a little heavier sound than, their earlier stuff, because of course Shoes, they stick to the same formula in some ways, but they're always experimenting with new sounds as technology progresses. And I'm not talking about going techno or whatever, but they've got new gear, and they can make new sounds, and they take these absolutely wonderful, stellar songs and they create little mini masterpieces. Some call it power pop, some call it guitar pop. I just call it great music. And this is autographed by Jeff Murphy, John Murphy, and Gary Klebe. So Shoes Propeller is CD Whack-A-Mole number 2. So let's go for CD number 3 here. Reaching in. Oh, it's such a deep box. It's not really, but I'm trying to get it in the right angle. And let's see what it is. Oh, it is Stiff Little Fingers. Go for it. Fantastic album. Everybody loves Stiff Little Fingers, the really punk edgy stuff like Alternative Ulster and things like that. But I really liked them when they sort of started toning down that really buzzsaw punk sound, and they started embracing a real edgy but melodic sound like this. And I especially love the Now Then album as well. I think that those are tied for my 2 favorite Stiff Little Fingers albums from this period. And a lot of people are probably going to think SPAZ, you're nuts, but they're also the most melodic, the most poppy. They are not a pop band, but they're not a pop band. This has bonus tracks, and it's got let me see, like Gate 49's on here, Just Fade Away. It's a fantastic record. It's punchy, it's melodic, and it's just pure Stiff Little Fingers. So definitely Stiff Little Fingers, go for it. And that's autographed by Jake Burns right there. And then number 4, I almost saw it, but thank God I don't have my contacts in. So I wasn't able to see what cover. I just had to make sure I was reaching into the right box. I've got like 7 boxes here. Some of them have squishy octopuses in them. Anyway, let's see what this is. Oh, Midnight Oil. Get that for pretty cheap. This is a 2 CD best of. Of course, it's got things like Beds Are Burning, Power and the Passion, all the greats, but it's got stuff from the earlier part of their career to the later part of their career. It's a really nice collection. Sounds great. Midnight Oil are still a highly underrated band, and they're absolutely fantastic. So Midnight Oil from Australia, right there. And this is Whack-A-Mole CD number 4. So let's go in for the final CD of this episode. Here we go. Alphaville, Afternoons in Utopia. This is the second Alphaville album, and it's got things like Dance With Me and Lassie Come Home, Red Rose. It's synth pop. I think maybe they put one more album after this as the original trio, and then they've continued, but like I think Marianne Gold, the vocalist, is like the only original member that's still with the band. But I could be wrong that because I haven't followed them. But of course, I definitely have the first 3 albums, like Forever Young and stuff like that. But that is Alphaville, Afternoons in Utopia, and that is the final CD on this episode of CD Whack-A-Mole. The second episode. I appreciate you hanging out and letting me talk about music and listening to me babble. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Remember to take care of yourself, and remember to always remain in contact with friends, family, offer support, and reach out for support if you need it. But until the next time, my name is SPAZ, and I'm a CD junkie.